What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Hunt Ready. This is J-Dub out in the shop here. It's raining, freezing rain, drizzle, just crappy outside. I should be muzzleloader hunting. It's our muzzleloader season in Illinois, but I'm in the shop going through my gear. So, be a good time to do a mid-season gear shakedown, see what I've changed. I think I put out, probably last year I put out a gear video about what I was using. I don't know if I did this year or not, but still doing the mobile run and gun style hunting for the most part. I do have presets on some private ground. Still, I still love to climb into a ladder stand and just relax. So I'm not 100% mobile. I just love a ladder stand, but public ground and trying out new spots on the private mobile hunting is awesome. So here is the mobile gear breakdown and like the pack. So if I'm gonna go hunt a ladder stand, I just grab that pack, my bow, and go. So everything that I need is in that pack, whether I'm mobile hunting, stationary hunting, I mean ground blind hunting, whatever. That pack comes with me. I don't have to grab anything else. Everything I need's there for any style of hunting. So it isn't like a huge difference between a preset stand, ground blind, whatever. So this video should be relative to anybody that's hunting deer. So for the most part, this season, all the way up until yesterday, I used the 0.5. The 0.5 is literally the perfect stand. Love that stand. Have no complaints about it. It looks small, guys, but it's plenty. But yesterday for muzzleloader, I wanted a little extra room. It's cold, and just wanted a little extra room on the stand. So I took the 7.5, and that's the first time this year that the 7.5's left the shop. And I found out one thing about it that I dislike about using that as a mobile or a hybrid of what, let's say, a hybrid style stand where you're turned around facing the tree in a tree stand. And that is how I hunt a lot now from these hang-ons. Hybrid style, it's actually pretty dang nice. So if you ain't tried it, get you a harness, a saddle, and try hybrid hunting out of a stand. It's a game changer, really. I love it. We got through the stands there. One thing that I wanted to change for this year, and I just cannot, is this stupid bino harness. I just cannot go in the woods without a bino harness. I have to have my binoculars here, and I have to have my rangefinder right here. I cannot get away from it. I tried like 2 or 3 times earlier in the season to ditch the stupid harness. I can't. I hate this harness. I hate it from AGC. It's noisy. It's too, just this one little pocket on the front is too much for hybrid style hunting. If you're going to go sit in a ladder stand or a blind, other than the creaky stupid buckles, this is fine. But for turned around facing the tree, this little extra pocket on the front is just, it's in the way. And the only thing I keep in that is my headlight. Just a headlamp, and it's a black diamond spot. It's got red. If you got a headlight, you have to have red option. And yes, I wear my headlight if it's dark out, especially on public ground. I don't want somebody to shoot me, so headlight. Whether it's for navigation or just so some idiot with a, somebody out there just wants to try shooting something in the dark. I don't know. So, headlamp, and inside are the 10x42 Viper HDs. When I was running without the harness, I was taking those Diamondback 8x32s. They're both out in the truck. Awesome binoculars. Almost like them better than these Vipers. So I'm gonna get a smaller harness for next year, something smaller that the 8x32s fit in. Probably with a little extra room. I might buy, probably gonna go with the Kifaru harness, but we'll see. But I'll probably still get ones that it'll fit this, and they'll just have a little extra room in them. In the bottom of the vinyl harness, I've got a bow holder, one that you can screw in if you need it. It's always down there. Whether you got to hang your pack, your bow, or who knows what. And then the rangefinder here on the side. AGC's got this little extra piece here that they sew on. No idea what it's for, but it works freaking awesome for putting your rangefinder on. So I just couldn't get away from it. Gonna have to have a vinyl harness, but I need a different one. So if you guys got any ideas for something slimmer, trimmer, throw them in there. And then the harness here is the TX5, the minimalist. This is the 2.0, and it's the small version. I think they make a bigger one. I think the recommendation, you can't even get these anymore, the company's gone. But if you're hybrid style hunting, I think he said the small would work better. So that's what I got. But really, really kick-ass harness. Super, I mean, just lightweight. I wear it in. I don't, put it on at the tree or anything like that. The leg straps, everything, I put on before I go in. I keep just a carabiner on this side, and that's from when I transition when I'm climbing the tree with a linesman. My linesman goes here, the loop. It's it's in my pack right here. That's where that rides. And on the other side's got the ascender that I snap on here. And then when I'm switching to a harness, I just pop the other end off of this. It's got a loop on it. And then this just hangs here. It doesn't interfere with anything. So the TX5 minimalist, they don't exist anymore. I think Latitude bought them. So hopefully, I haven't looked. I have no idea. They may have one with Latitude's name on it, just like that. Hopefully it's not made in China. That would suck. But so TX5 was an American company. I think some of Latitude stuff is made here in the States. Don't remember. But check it out. If you're looking for something like this, Latitude might have it. I have no idea. Lone Wolf kind of makes a similar. It doesn't unfold in the back. Like if you wanted to use it as a saddle, this thing unfolds and you've got like a small little saddle there. But they've got like it's like a ghost harness. It's basically this, which, but I don't think theirs comes apart. I think it stays and you tighten it up every time. This has got the Cobra buckle, so you can take it off like a belt. And that Cobra buckle is just freaking awesome. But get you a harness, a hybrid harness, and try that hybrid style hunt out. It's awesome. I love it. So like I said, the 0.5, the 0.75, and beast gear sticks are what I use 90% of the time. It's the 0.5 and the beast gear sticks. One thing that I did do for a mod on this, and then I did on the 0.75 quick before I ran out yesterday to go muzzleloader hunting, I put a small pad here in between this pouch and the bottom of the seat to use that as a kneeling. When you're in the tree and your seat's like that, you can put your knees into that and then in that hybrid harness and just kind of chill. That's super comfortable. I don't know. It works really, really good. And for a little while I would just kneel with my knees on this pad, but that gets pretty rough. Or on this pouch. And this is a medium, small, a small belt pouch from Kifaru. Now, make sure you get the Cordura one, not the the waterproof X-Pack material. That X-Pack material is stupid loud. So get a Cordura one, and the small works great on the 0.5 seat, the standard 0.5 seat. This is exactly just a standard 0.5, standard seat post, standard seat. I don't have any need for a larger seat or a tall post, because what I found out yesterday, the tall post on a 0.5 is, I believe, the same post as the 0.75. And the taller post, you can't kneel into that when you're, hanging back in your harness. So, I took the time to put that pad in there, and I didn't even think about it until I was in the tree, and it's like, oh crap. It was just too high. My knees couldn't hit it. Didn't love it. So, the 0.5 though, however, your knees hit that perfect with a standard post. Now, I don't know if you're taller, maybe that works out for you. We'll kind of just go through another thing I did on this 0.5 here. I didn't do it on the 0.75 because that's the first time I've had it out in the tree. But you'll see this shock cord right here going across the bottom of my platform. One of my biggest pet peeves is all this crap blowing in the wind, and guys that put the whole like freaking backpack harness on their stand. They got all these straps and crap blowing in the wind, and I don't care what anybody says, a deer will see that. Like these things just blowing in the wind, and maybe I'm just overly paranoid, but so I just took a piece of shock cord. I love shock cord, it fixes everything. And you can just tuck your straps in there, fold them up in here like this, boom, boom. Then you just got a little bit of stuff hanging there. Everything's tucked up tight out of the way. Don't got nothing hanging. It takes 2 seconds. As soon as you get your stand hung, you're standing there, stick them under that shock cord. When you're ready to go, you just pop them out. So, just a hunk of shock cord there, tied on there. And then the seat pouch. The only thing I keep in that seat pouch, because I can't find a better way to do this, is my cam strap for the stand. That's the only thing in there. So that's that. I've seen guys that keep that keep it on here, but I don't know, I don't like having that on there all the time. I'm just worried about it getting frayed on the stand or something. So that's all that goes in there. Kind of a big pouch for that, but that's what I had. So, and those belt pouches from Cafaro work freaking awesome. That's a small on the 0.5, and this is a medium on the 0.75. We'll jump into the gear here. So this is exactly how this came out yesterday. You can see that's the half pack that I got on here, and it's with that taller post. This on the 0.5, it sits right on top of my sticks perfectly. There's a little bit of space here, which if you didn't have it set up how I got it, your pack would be like really floppy. It's a little floppy now just where it goes around on that seat post, but it's not bad. I could tighten up these shock cords that I've got on here. I'll show you. Like I said, shock cord fixes everything. So you can see right there on that T-post, and it goes from one of these D-loops on the back of this pack right there to that. So that's how I do it. One of those on both sides. That keeps your pack nice and tight on your stand. It's tighter on this 0.5 than it is on that one. Just must be how it runs through here, but you can adjust that. So another thing I got a lot of guys that want to know is how you stack non-custom gear sticks on the custom gear stands, because their big thing is stacking them on these ports that are built into the stands for their own sticks. But I mean, it's pretty simple. Any sticks that are going to lay flat, like tethered ones or whatever, you've got this giant shelf here. Just lay them on the seat and bungee them down. I used bungee cords, the small bungees, for a long time. I think last year, somewhere mid-season, I put these shock cords on the 0.5. It works better than you're not like looking for the bungee cords, you know, at the base of the tree or whatever. They're always attached. So I just, I'll show you on this one. They're just tied on the front of the seat here. They live on the stand, and then I cross pattern them. And on the back of the seat, there's these hooks. See them right here? So then that just goes like this. Over, like that. And you hook it on there. And, you know, that holds your sticks on there. Holds them on just fine. I've never had an issue with them. And I got into some super thick brush, overgrown crap where I was basically crawling up this hill to get out of this bottom that I was hunting. And I didn't lose anything. Nothing came off. Nothing was hung up. So that was a good test for how all this stuff sticks together really good. So, that's like the simplest, easiest way you can put sticks on there. I think even if I was running custom gear doubles, I would do the same thing. I don't want to mess with like J hooks and whatever the heck Dan calls them for the beast gear sticks, the connecting rods, or who knows. I don't remember what the heck he calls them, but here's my beast gear sticks. Love these things. These are freaking awesome. Like, just awesome. Some of the stuff. So I was using a bungee cord to attach them together, but I swapped this year to, it's kind of like a Titan strap. It's exactly like a Titan strap, but Night Eyes makes it. There's a bunch of companies making these now. These things are money, guys. I mean, these things are tight. They ain't making any noise. And this is super easy to do. You want stuff that's just, you want to, you know, the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. When it's cold and dark, you don't want to be pissing with stupid threaded rods and crap like that. Bungee cords, shock cord, stupid easy stuff like this. That's what you really want. So, if this is 18 inches, I have no idea what size strap this is, but I measured it from the top of this buckle to the end here. That's 18 inches. I have no idea what size it's listed as. I don't remember. But that's what that is. And that holds 3 sticks. There would be plenty of room, I think, for another stick even to get that in there. So, one of the things that I did mod out on this season, about, probably mid archery season, I was using daisy chains from Tethered on these sticks, and it just seems like most of the time you would never hit the chain. Like, you'd never hit the right link on the chain, and it was loose. So after, you know, struggling with that last year and half of this year, I swapped over to these USA Pros from the Amsteel guy, and these things are freaking money. Just as much of a huge upgrade as it was from going from cam straps to the daisy chains. I would say this was just as much of a big upgrade going from daisy chains to this USA Pro from the Amsteel guy. Super thin cable or cord, and it gets ridiculously tight on how these work. I'm not going to go through the operation on these just because he's got some really good videos on it, but you can get these just as tight with a cam strap with this method on these USA Pros. And there's no fumble factor to it. It is just super easy to do. It's easy to get it undone off the tree, which is can be a problem, like especially on those daisy chains. If you've, doing all this extra crap to try to get them reefed in and they're super tight, then they are a pain in the ass to get off the tree. These things come off the tree just as easy as they go on. I mean, I don't have enough good things to say about these USA Pros from the Amsteel guy. I have no idea if other companies make them. This is what came recommended to me, and 100% satisfied with that attachment method. Every stick I get going forward, unless I got the tethered ones, they've got a really slick attachment method already. But other than tethered one sticks, which is actually what I'm after, I want to try a set of those. Love these Beast Gear sticks. Probably gonna paint these this year. The metal here, paint the stick itself, kind of get it camouflaged a little bit. That's one of my complaints on these is they're kind of bright in the sunlight. They stick out. So I'm gonna paint them, but the way they bite the tree, guys, I don't know if there's anything that's going to work better than that or not. So that's the sticks I'm using. Beast Gear, and these are the Beast Gear minis with holes. Kick-ass sticks. So here's the pack. This is the half pack from Custom Gear, Lone Wolf Custom Gear. Pretty much how I run it. I've changed the layout of it, how it came from the shop. The shock cord here was up here. I don't know why you would want shock cord up here. So I put it down here, and a lot of times I'll run my rattling antlers right here, just weave them up through here and tighten this up. That works out really good. If you guys watched the video on this, these were like backpack straps here. Took it off, never gonna wear this like a backpack. This is how I hang it on the tree. With this strap here, it comes off on this side, there's a clip. You can wrap it around the tree and hang it. Originally I thought I'd be hanging this off of the camera arm a lot on this hook. I don't. It's too low. I don't like it down there. I like it like about here on my back, hanging on the tree, so everything's right there if I'm standing. So I've probably the first 2 times I hung it on here, and then I wrap it around the tree, every tree now, unless the tree's too big. But this is the full-size camera arm with I don't remember, some cheap Amazon fluid head on here. Can't remember what the heck the brand is. I cut the arm off a little bit, about probably not quite halfway, but it extended like way back to here. I wanted it to all kind of tuck in like this, like that. And then the cam strap. The cam strap's kind of janky, I will say, but that's been working out pretty good. So this is the pack. Doesn't matter if I'm sitting in a ladder stand, anything, I can just grab this pack. It has everything I need for any stand hunt. So let's see, we'll just start here. So I said earlier in the season I tried to get away from the bino harness, which I keep my milkweed in my top pocket of that harness. So I just used one of these, it's a Quelo ring pouch for my wedding rings, which I tear them up and destroy them as about 2 weeks of owning them. So I don't know, I got a lot of these. So I filled this with the milkweed, and that worked actually really good. Probably gonna keep running that on the harness. So that's there. This is how I do my GoPro. GoPro's in the truck, so it's not on there, but this is just pops in like that. I think they had this shot cord was like weaved around through all those loops. Again, too much of a hassle. So just go like that, and then you can tighten that up. Works out good for tripods. When I'm going in, my linesman and tether, same thing. I use the linesman as my tether. It just fits into this pocket perfect. And this is just a homemade one from just some static line cord from Amazon, and then a Wild Country Ropeman 1 with a carabiner on here. Might upgrade that carabiner. I also might be upgrading this. I got a notice from Amazon that this is recalled. But last time I checked, this batch number was good. So I got to check that. And then it's about, I don't know, it's probably 6.5 foot long is all this is. Somewhere in that neighborhood. So inside this, I keep SD card reader in this front pocket. That's all that's in here. In here, I keep my phone mount for the pocket arm. And right now, since it's muzzleloader season, otherwise these wouldn't be in here, reloads for the muzzleloader and primers. So that's right there. And then I also keep a flashlight, which is being charged right now. It's good. This is just a tiny little, I think it's a through night archer. Actually really bright, little tiny flashlight. Having multiple light sources is good in case your buddy doesn't bring his headlamp. Also, I like a flashlight for actually looking for deer, and I keep a super bright one in my kill kit, which I've got a small kit that I keep in this little pouch or in this little pack. But if it's something that I need to do more than just gut, I'll go back to the truck and get another pack. I've got a Mystery Ranch pop-up something, 28, 32, somewhere in that neighborhood. I think it's 28. Don't know. But if I gotta pack something out, I'm gonna use that. So I'll go back to the truck and just get that and come back. So that's got a brighter light and stuff in there. But having a couple light sources with you is a good idea. And this tiny little flashlight is, you don't even know it's there. Otherwise, that rides in here. And then I keep my wallet in here. There's nothing else in here. My wallet and keys I put in here when I head out. And then inside this pocket here, these are what I used yesterday when it was cold. Put these over your boot, the toe of your boot. This is just cut off socks and some little hand warmers. I think the Megas would probably work better, but you can slide these over your boot and slide some of these on top of your toes, and that keeps your feet nice and toasty. So those work out good. Those are in there. So those would not be in there earlier season, but they're in there now. My pull-up rope, usually keep this in my front pocket of my pants, but I wore different pants yesterday, some lined just Carhartt pants, and I didn't need this, but I didn't want to not have it with just in case, because my gun's got a sling, so I just slung my gun and went up on the second trip. But a bow, pull-up rope, gotta have that. Like I said, that's usually in my front right pocket of my cargo pants on my KUIU pants. I keep an extra set. These are like some old KUIU merino gloves that I cut the finger and the thumb out of. I wear these a lot early season. One of the things, so filming with your phone, some of my other gloves don't have the whatever it's called where you can touch your phone through the gloves, or even if it does, they really are not that great. So early season, I like to have gloves on just to hide that skin tone of your hands. That's pointing right out at the deer. But you also like to have the dexterity to film if you're filming. If you weren't filming, you don't need, I wouldn't cut the fingers out. But these are some of the OG merino gloves from Kuyu. They don't even look like this anymore, the new ones. The pointer finger was pretty much ripped out. So cut them off, keep using them. I actually like these way better than the new merino gloves that they're selling. And then we've got my jackstone, which I got to use on a deer this year finally. Didn't film it. It was a gun season hunt. Use the jackstone. That is a kick-ass knife. That lives in here. We've got, this is one of the things that I added to my pack this year and swapped out. Instead of pruners, this little, it's Outdoor Edge is who makes it. It actually came with a kit with this knife here. It's one of those replaceable blade knives. But this works out way better than that pruner, and it's tiny, super light. So this little saw here is freaking awesome. Flip and zip, that's what it's called, from Ready Edge. The flip and zip. And that'll make short work of any branches. And that is what I kept in that front pocket underneath that headlamp on my pouch. But it's been in here. I haven't even used it in quite a while. That's just been right in the pack here. Then I got some rubber gloves. So that's my kill kit basically for anything right now. It's just some rubber gloves and a knife. And that's it. Somewhere I got zip ties in here. Supposed to, unless I used them. Oh, they're in here. Our tags, for our archery tags, are kind of stupid in Illinois. They're not sticky anymore. So you got to attach them some way, and zip ties just work the best. So zip ties you want to have with you. It's just a good idea anyway. And then I do keep one extra daisy chain in here. Just for whatever. I don't know. It's light. It's easy to put in here. So that's it. That's all that I've got. That's all I take. And then obviously my bow, my release. But other than that, that is it, guys. Didn't really cover this on the stands, but these are the bow holders from Lone Wolf. These things are freaking awesome. Love it. They actually hold your bow really good. I just about screwed up and lost my bow, or I thought I was going to lose my bow off the stand one time early season. I was trying to put on a puffy and my puffy caught the bow and it flipped like way back and came forward. I thought she was coming off, but this held it. It held it. I have no idea how that bow didn't fall off. I thought my season was over before it hardly even started. So these side kicks from Lone Wolf, and this is how I install them. I put them on the top, so then when they fold in flush with your stand. When I originally did it, and I think how it's shown how to install these, you install this on the bottom of your platform. Well, then you've got this basically giant hook that sticks out this far, and every time I threw my stand on my back, the harness was catching that. So this way, everything sits nice and flush. And I guess it would be different if you have different shim configurations for different bows, but I've got the four shims in here, and that allows this arm to clear the stand, and this one to sit like perfectly flush with it. So I guess that's something that would be different for different guys that have different shims going. This one's got 4 shims in it too. This is the extended sidekick on the 0.5, and this is the normal sidekick on the 0.75. The only thing about it, and I may end up putting another one on here so that I can have my bow in each way, you know what I mean? So when I'm standing looking at the tree, the bow is here and it's in the wrong configuration, which it doesn't really affect me too much to grab it and spin it around. But if you had one on each side with one laying forward and backwards, it would work out really good, I think. So Probably going to put another one on this one and have it with a different configuration on it. But that's it, guys. That's the system. That's what's been working out for me. So appreciate you guys. If you've got any questions, any tips, anything you think I'm doing that you might have a better idea for, especially vinyl harnesses, throw them in there. Appreciate you guys. See you on the next one.